On shoots, आजकल मुझे सिर्फ ये बोला जाता है, नहीं, हथौड़ा नहीं, गुस्सा नहीं दिखना चाहिए. So because sometimes I'm just like, listening to somebody and they're like, मुझे डर लग रहा है आपसे. I'm like, क्यों? मैं ऐसे देखता हूँ, मेरी normal हंस रहे हैं.
Hi everyone, joining us today are Ishwak and Abhishek. Both of you all, thank you so much for taking time out to do this with the Quint.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Both of you were in Paatal Lok. It's one series that everyone's talking about, in the sense that very popular. People are still watching it, discovering it. What has life been like post Paatal Lok?
Hopeful. I think that's the one word, I think, for me. And I remember, Ishwak, जब Paatal Lok release हुई and people were loving it, we were like, ये हो रहा है. We couldn't believe it. Like, we were like, क्या हो रहा है? And the trailer released on my birthday, 5th of May. So I was like, this is magic, because you were down and out. I was busy. I was really busy last year, and till March I was shooting constantly, and then suddenly March mein lockdown hota hai, and I don't have any work, and I don't know when I'm going to have work, and that can affect you. Yeah, you're not used to a certain kind of pace. Initially, you're feeling bad also. Oh, now we won't get to really go out and do things how we do it.
Yeah.
Or we won't get to meet the cast and crew. We have not even sat once after the release.
It's like, कुछ भी नहीं बदला और सब कुछ बदल गया है. And the kind of films I would look up to, and I'd be like, what would it be like to be a part of this? What would it have been like to be a part of Arth Satya, Black Friday, all these great films.
Yeah.
ऐसा ही मुझे मेरे गुरुजी ने बोला था कि आप अगर अपने काम के प्रति ईमानदार रहेंगे, एक्टिंग के प्रति, तो वो इतना आपको वापस देगा कि आपको उम्मीद से ज्यादा आपको इतनी उम्मीद भी नहीं होगी. एंड पाताल लोक इज लाइक really उम्मीद से ज्यादा.
When anyone looks at you now, I'm pretty sure when people looked at you in the trailer, the first image that will come through their heads is of Hathoda Tyagi, right? I think there are disadvantages and advantages of giving a good performance, right?
People are not offering. I don't know why. I mean, I think everybody wants to not typecast, but I am not. I don't think that's a thing to be worried about. If you can, pull off a particular character, kind of characters, or I don't know. I mean, I don't even put characters in category, because for me every character is different. So maybe what I explored in Hathoda Tyagi, now next time I get some character, I'm going to take it to another level. So that's how I think about it. But thankfully or not thankfully, I've been offered completely various parts. And on shoots, आजकल मुझे सिर्फ ये बोला जाता है, नहीं, हथौड़ा नहीं, गुस्सा नहीं दिखना चाहिए. So I'm now conscious of my own eyes. I'm like, dude, I can't look a certain way because everybody thinks that, oh, he's going to get angry. I'm like, no. This is the way I look. So yeah, so I have to now work on the way I look at people. Because sometimes I'm just like, listening to somebody and they're like, मुझे डर लग रहा है आपसे. I'm like, क्यों? मैं ऐसे देखता हूँ, मेरी normal हंस रहे हैं. So yeah, I'm still getting used to the changes. I think I have to smile more wherever I am and not be serious at all. I think मेरा एकदम straight face गया भाई. अब नहीं रख सकता.
This project sort of happened during the pandemic. What was the creative process like? What was it that was going through your heads as actors?
Trouble is the beginning of talent. I read this somewhere. Sadly, all this madness only adds to what you can feed on.
I was skeptical because the very fact that I had not stepped out of the house and now suddenly I'm going to be on a set. अब इंसान हूँ. Already मतलब आप इतने सारे tensions में जी रहे हो, and then suddenly you are now exposed to the virus. I was also considering myself to be lucky that इस time पर भी I have a job and I needed to go there and get the job done. So once वो professionalism आ जाती है, then you forget everything. Then you forget what's happening with the world.
Abhishek, with your particular story, we see this image of your character and your family, the character's family sort of walking with bags on their heads, and that sort of just brings back the memory of the migrant crisis situation that we saw during the lockdown in the beginning. What were the sort of learnings that you had in the process of getting to know your character and exploring his world?
I understood the survival instinct that we all have it in us, right? And we do not know कब वो काम आएगा हमारे. Here we are talking about migrant laborers. We are talking to our friends. We are trying to do some kind of charity by, paying some money to NGOs and stuff like that, people who are helping, feeding them. We've been doing that, but how are they doing it? That's always a question, right? Like, how are people actually walking thousands of kilometers
Yeah.
with their kids? और ये किस तरह का determination है यार?
Yeah.
And suddenly you realize that इसी शहर में रहकर भी कितने सारे लोग इस शहर के नहीं हैं. And that this realization came through the character.
Both of you all were shooting through the pandemic. We're seeing people get back to work slowly and, a little bit forgetting about what they probably must have learned in the beginning of the entire pandemic situation. What was it like for you, the two of you?
I truly hope that we really learn from this and we don't go back to where we came from. I mean, then the whole purpose is lost, right? I feel that maybe 2020 is also the year of beginnings, many beginnings, and I hope that is what continues from here on. As human beings, we all lived with that fear and still living it, right? Every day we're going out, we are scared. We don't know whether we're going to come back home healthy. We don't know whether our parents are going to be healthy.
Yeah.
And when we don't know till how long, that's the biggest problem. हमें ये भी नहीं पता कि कितना time लगेगा. But on sets, I think while acting, I don't think वो कभी भी दिमाग में आता है. मुझे लगता है कि acting के time पे एक जुनून होता है, वो जो जुनून somehow makes you forget everything else.
ऐसा तो कोई fear बना नहीं
जो performance करने से रोक पाए, क्यों?
Looking forward to the film, and thank you so much for this lovely chat.
Thank you so much, Diksha.